what are you up to, you silly yarny sister, on this socktacular Saturday? I have so much fun saying that. Nice leisurely morning. I did not really fully realize that the week had flown by so fast. Last Monday night into Tuesday, I had an overnight shift. And this is all I took with me. I didn't take anything else to work on. So socks had my full undivided attention. Do I have everything in here? Oh no, I think the other half is in there. But they're the same. So what's happened? All right, so I have my regular raspberry yarn in my in my yarn cake cozy, also called a ball sack, also called a sock ball holder. Lots of different ways you could look up these, but really and truly the easiest way to find one is to go to the Dollar Tree, the $1.25 and up store, and pick up some of their super cute socks. Now this is just a quick fix. So they've got this nice little cuff band on them, and then I cut it off right at the heel because I wasn't sure on sizing yet, and I wasn't sure if the knit on them would unravel. So I picked up two, $1.25. Usually these are running over $5, under $10 for a set of, sometimes they're $7.99 for one. When I picked these up on the Sierra Nevada yarn crawl, there were 3 in the set. I don't know what happened to my third one. I think I gave it away because sock yarns, I only needed 2. I think I gave it to the sister-in-law. So I picked up cute socks, Tootsie Roll. That's adorable. And I cut it and I put it on here just to check. But I need to fold it over and zip it through the sewing machine. It's not unraveling. It looks perfectly fine, but I just want more of a finished edge on it. And then I have the 2. So that it was, what is it? Notions and accessories purchases for the sock kit. I worked up 2 heels. Look how fancy that design is. Doesn't it look like I did something spectacular? I didn't. One row was a knit 3, which gave me that cute little edge, purl to the end. The next row was purl 3, because now you're flipping around. So then that gave me that cute little edge. And then knit 1, slip 1, knit 1, slip 1, all the way across. And that slip, you make sure that your working yarn is on the proper, whatever they tell you, on the proper side every time you slip it, and it makes that tiny little bar. Face out. There we go. They're adorable, and I'm so happy that I did that couple little rows of the green in there, because then when I'm doing my turn now, and then when I do the foot part, I'm going to grab that green again. It's going to be so cute. I'm glad I have that little strip in the back. I like it. That's a sassy little touch. So then, so I did the heel flap on both of them. And then I started working the heel turn. And it was about, my night shift was 11 to 8:30 a.m. So it was after midnight, approaching those early morning hours. And I was following along with Tina over at Simple Stitches. Sorry, Tina. And I fumbled. I did, because this is the point down here where, you know, it's going under your foot. So your heel comes down and you're going under your foot, and they work it in a triangle piece. You work up to the center of it, and then 2 together, and then you slip one. Then when you're working back the other side, then you turn it, and when you're working back the other side, you come back up to the middle, and then you slip, slip, knit. I forgot to grab that second one. Just that one, slip it back over, which throws it back and forth so that as you're working, it stays very centered as it's opening up. It's bothering me. It's bothering me. It doesn't look as smooth and as nice as the other pair. Not to compare, all my children are different. This one's too different. This one's a weirdo. All right, for example, there is the heel flap, and then we're working, see that triangular piece right there? See how it stays, the point stays nice and centered. This one's going flop, 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 flop. And then it's all, then I don't have enough stitches on this side of it, and then the count isn't even on this side of it. And at the very end, it's just gonna be bananas. Yeah, bananas. Unless you're working with that new Premier sock yarn. Isn't it adorable? All them fruit and veggies. Oh, so cute. So what to do? I don't know. Of course, I have Michelle Plays Hooky in my ear, and she's like, take it out, redo it. You're not gonna be happy with it. You better just take it out now. Take it out, redo it. But in my mind, the only thing that has me, sorry, you have my attention. The only thing that has me not wanting to rip it out is that those were such complicated, for baby beginner knitter me, it's intimidating to go back through those very complicated stitches to put my lifeline in to know where. I'm not confident enough in my knitting to really see where that line broke off, where it started. But if I just go from here, I'm not going to be happy with it. My stitch count will match. The stitch count will match because ultimately I'm grabbing enough here to make it back to the 64 original stitch count, and then you start working the foot. So it's not a stitch count problem. It's just a way it looks, and both of them are the same. I know, I did the one, realized I was having a problem, kept going all the way through it because it's early morning hours, and I don't know. And then so I grabbed the second one and did the second one exactly the same. So if we're talking mistakes, they're both very uniquely patterned the same. I don't know. But today's Saturday, and I have another scheduled overnight for Monday into Tuesday. So I got a couple of days to think about it. I'm thinking maybe I should just flip a coin, right? Heads, leave it. Tails, gamble my tail and rip it out. It's not very many stitches across. If I lay it down and give it 110% of my attention, and I back the needle out of it, and I have all those live stitches, super risky moment, right? No lifeline. I don't know where to put the lifeline in. Unless I just put it way down. I don't know where. So if I back the needle out of there and have all those live stitches across, and I kind of put my hand on it and hold it, and then I very slowly, one by one, count it out and pull it out and count it out and pull it out, I could lose the whole sock. It makes sense to put a lifeline. I don't know where. And even if I put in a lifeline to the best of my ability and then pull it out and it really didn't capture all those live stitches, you know what? I might need to just set it aside and phone a friend. I wonder if Theresa over at Phoenix Gate Crafts my local sock guru, is available next week to meet with me in person. Will you take a road trip with me? Will you go with me to visit Theresa? We can meet at a local yarn shop and see if she'll sit with me and help me lifeline and back it out. I better check with her before I make plans. Okay, plan A, phone Theresa, an SOS. Plan 2, put in a lifeline haphazardly to the best of my abilities and then rip it out. Was I doing ABC or 1, 2, 3? The third attempt on this would be to wad it all up, shove it in this bag, and like hide it under the bed. Oh, sis, what are we doing? I need that badge. I need this second set of socks done so I can send my pictures to Rainy over at the Woolly Llama shop, and I can send glorious pictures to Missy over at Missy's Yarniverse, and I could be like, ladies, I'm part of the club. I made 2 pairs of silly socks. Help me help you. Come on, socks. Tell me what to do. All right, friends, I'm having a wonderful Saturday. I have a Farm Girls meeting this late afternoon, and I don't know if I mentioned it, I made blueberry muffins. I grew some sourdough starter, and it's week 2 and it's bubbly and frothy and it was ready to have at it. And so I searched the internet and I found a blueberry muffin recipe, which my family is scrunching down on all the extra muffins. And then I have a nice, beautiful little basket of muffins to take with me. I'll put a picture at the end. It's not socks, but you know. All right, friends, take care. I hope you're having a wonderful weekend. The weather's gorgeous. All right, take care. Bye.